And good morning, 20 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio, Mr. Kevin Everitt with the GHS Band Boosters. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you, Sean?
Doing real good. So, busy season for the Big Blue crew. I mean, obviously it's marching season, football games getting underway. I passed by it because I live pretty close to the Goddard practice area, and so I pass by every single day, seeing them out there in the out there in the parking lot working the show, getting the show all set up together. What's the show this year?
So our show is it's a werewolf show.
Okay.
It's themed around werewolves, and it's the Music of Bach, kind of kicked up for modern marching bands. So that's the theme of the show. So it's fun. The kids have really enjoyed it, and I always tell folks, statistically speaking, if you drive by the Goddard parking lot in the fall, the odds of seeing the band out there working are super high because those kids are out there all the time,
absolutely
putting in the work.
Yeah, and it takes a lot to put that show together. Because are you guys doing 3 songs or 2 songs in a drum feature or?
So it's a 7-minute show.
Okay.
So it's 7 minutes of music. It's three sections, 3
parts.
It's
box, so just movements probably.
Yeah. So, but it's strung together to be one cohesive kind of musical story. So it's super cool. Really kind of a modern show in that regard. Yeah.
Awesome. And so in addition to the halftime show, it's competition season. Contest season.
That's right. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this. Obviously, we do the parade and we do our home football games and, some little events around town and stuff, pump up local businesses if they ask or other things where we have an opportunity to perform. But the marching band itself actually has its own competitions and events. Mm-hmm. And so we're doing 6 of those this season. We've got, they're all in October, but there's, so six events in October. And they're a big deal. You go and you compete, and it's just like any other sort of competition or event. There are multiple bands from all over the state, some bands from Texas, and we all go do our shows, and there are professional national level adjudicators at all of these who come in and give comments and feedback and criticism and scores. So
we'll pull back of the curtain. I was a band geek in high school. I was baritone for 3 years, tuba for 1 semester, and marching season was always torture with the tuba. But I always loved competition season. Denver City was always the intimidating one because you get all the teams from Texas, the ones that would bring like the fireworks and stuff. It's like, we just have a show.
Sure.
You guys have firepower? That doesn't seem fair. But so 6 competitions just in 1 month. I mean, that's got to be a daunting task for the band. Are they up to it? Are they feeling it?
Oh yeah, they really enjoy it. So we added one this year. We're going to go to Tournament of Bands, which is in Las Cruces at the very end of the season. But they've done this before, and the kids love it. I mean, they have a great time. You were a band kid, and I think anybody who grew up going on trips for any sort of event knows that the events themselves are really fun, but the travel, the time with your friends, the experience is really worthwhile. And of course here, because like with everything in New Mexico, the big thing for us is, our closest event is like 100 miles away, right? And so nothing's close. So every time we go someplace, we're traveling 100, 200 miles, somewhere in that area. So they're all big trips in that regard. But the kids are soaked.
Several, it requires, a couple of buses to get the kids there. It requires, a truck or a travel trailer to get all the equipment there. I mean, it is a lot, and it is not inexpensive.
That's true. Yeah. So we take 2 buses, we take 2 trailers, which of course we try and compensate our boosters if they ask for it for hauling those trailers, because that's not a cheap trip for them.
Sure.
And then we of course have to feed the kids once or twice for every event. So it is a pricey proposition to get these kids going on this stuff.
It is indeed. And so you guys are trying to kind of beleaguer some of that cost, and in addition to all the work you're doing, getting the kids ready with marching and figuring out your sets, you're also doing you're putting the kids to work.
Yeah, so we've been fundraising since July in some various forms. So I know there's several people in the community who kids have approached for direct sponsorships and things, and then our boosters are working really hard. They're selling raffle tickets at football games, and we had a car wash a couple weekends ago, and I've been saying that this weekend is kind of our fundraising extravaganza. We've actually got 2 events. We have a car wash tomorrow, from 10 until 2, and then we've got a mattress sale on Sunday, which is a little bit different and kind of a unique one for this.
Now I've seen these done before. It's basically you guys take the whole gym, right, the Goddard gym, and it turns into a mattress superstore.
Yeah, exactly. So people kind of get a little bit weird about it. So we sometimes do have to explain that. Yeah, essentially what it is, they're all new mattresses. They're all made in the United States. They're all super high quality. And they come in and they basically set up a mattress store in the Goddard High School gym, and you can come in and try the mattresses. You can see what they have to offer. They offer multiple sizes and styles. They've got memory foam. They've got hybrids. They've got old style spring for the people who I guess like that still.
Sure.
And you can try them out and you can see what fits for you. And because they don't maintain a physical store, just like anything else, they are able to discount these mattresses heavily, and so you can get them at a really, really good price.
Awesome. And then obviously the price that you get is a portion of that goes towards the Goddard band, and that helps out y'all's travel expenses. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the car wash happening tomorrow. You said 10 to 2.
10 to 2 at
that's where at?
St. Mark's Lutheran Church up on North Main.
Awesome.
And we'll be out there washing cars. $10 minimum donation requested.
Sure.
And we'd love to have some folks come by. Let us wash your cars, support the band. One of the things we are trying to teach the kids, obviously, is not just the band stuff and the music stuff and the working for the things you enjoy, but working for the things you want to be able to do in a more global sense. And so, making sure that these kids know that these trips are things that you earn through work, you earn through putting in the time and effort, not just on the show, but also through raising money. And same thing with the mattress sale. The kids will be out around town, trying to drum up business, raise awareness for that mattress sale. So they help and support with that. And the mattress sale has also been a good opportunity for us to kind of talk about some, community support and giving back. The very first year we did this before the pandemic, we were able to get a good deal for one of the local firehouses to get some twin mattresses for the firemen in the community. And then last year, we had an individual in the community come buy a bunch of mattresses for one of our shelters here in town.
Awesome.
And so, some opportunities to teach the kids about hard work, teach the kids about community support and giving back, and how, we function as this kind of cohesive system where we all give and we all get. And that's a great lesson for these kids.
I'm curious about, and you might not be able to give me too much insight on this, but I'm curious about if the hierarchy is still there. So when we used to do competitions, we'd get 2 buses. We'd always get the Greyhound and the Yellow Dog. Upperclassmen got the Greyhound, and us lowerclassmen, we always got the Yellow Dog. Does it still work the same way? Are you guys doing 2 Yellow Dogs? How does it work?
So we do an activity bus, which is like a fancy Yellow Dog, and then a Yellow Dog. And basically, though we don't do a like upperclassmen, lowerclassmen hierarchy. It's kind of a little more of a free for all.
I know it's a different time. I grew up in a different era.
Yeah. So typically what I try to do is I try to give first dibs to the kids who do the work. So the kids who help load the trailer, the kids who help clean up the buses afterwards on a trip, that sort of thing. I try and make sure that they have the first opportunity for the nice stuff. So we try and reward more the effort and the attitude rather than the years of service.
I like that. I like that.
Primarily.
It always seemed unfair because I got out of band the last part of my senior year, and I missed out on all like the good times, like the good moments. The ones you're working the 3.5 years towards that last half semester, but then I bailed just because I wanted the free period. But it was my choice, and I live with it. Yeah. But it sounds like it's going to be a busy weekend for you guys. Obviously, the car wash 10 to 2 tomorrow at St. Mark's. The mattress sale on Sunday, runs all day, or
10 to 4. 10 to 4, so close to all day.
Okay.
But we'll be there. You just come through the front doors of Goddard High School and look for the room with all the mattresses in it.
And the one with all the beds. Gotcha.
Yeah, and we'll be there, and delighted. Hopefully, we have a lot of folks come out. They also have, in addition to mattresses, they also have luxury pillows, really nice pillows. I actually have one of their pillows. It's a cooling gel on a memory foam, and so it's really comfortable to sleep on. But in the summers here, it also actually literally lets me sleep at night because my head doesn't feel like it's a bazillion degrees. They have mattress protectors, they have sheets, they have lots of other things. So if you're thinking, man, I want to come support the band, I want to come help out or something, but I don't know that I need a mattress. Still encouraged to come by, and there may be something else that you want. I mean, we all need nice little things every once in a while.
I'll be completely honest with you. I've been I just got myself a new mattress recently, but I've been in the market for not a box spring, but like a stand for it, like a platform,
right.
Stuff like that. Accessories for your mattresses, accessories for your bedding. These are the stuff they're going to have out there as well. So come on out and browse. You never know what you're going to find. That's awesome. So obviously busy season ahead with October. You got the parade coming up. Are the kids super excited to walk downhill for 3 miles?
So some of them are still excited for the parade. And that for us is very much a community service thing. We love getting out for the community. We love being part of, these sorts of Roswell traditions and stuff. And so I think they do get excited for that. In light of all the competitions and everything else surrounding it. it, the performance aspect is really more for that community support. So they're delighted to be out, part of the community, part of this tradition of the parade and the fair, and they get really excited about that. So I think they are excited for that portion. Yep.
Excellent.
And it's the parade's actually wedged between two events. So the Saturday before the parade, we'll be in Los Lunas for an event, and then the Tuesday after we'll be in Portales for an event. So the parade's right in there. So that's a very busy.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Yeah. Well, three events in 4 days. We'll be pushing.
Boy, howdy. Well, keep up the good work. Coming out, folks, St. Mark's tomorrow up on North Main, 10 to 2 for the car wash. Again, a $10 minimum donation. And then the mattress sale from 10 to 4 at the Goddard High School gym. Both great ways to support the Big Blue crew. They're out there working hard, and it's just awesome to see the kids, still have that dedication to the music and to the sport that is marching band. It's good to see it still alive,
Yeah. And thank you very much for having me on, Sean. It's good to talk with you. Good
and
visit.
Next time you guys have another fundraiser, another couple of them, just come on back in.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Make it your home away from home. And if I might also add, toes up, kids. Toes up. 8 minutes away from 9 o'clock on your Friday morning. Let's get you